Good morning, boys and girls. Yesterday, we learned about the 5 senses. Who remember all of the senses? Okay, let's say them together now.
Sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch.
Now, we will review what we learned from yesterday's lesson. What do we use our eyes for?
Our eyes are for seeing all of the beauty around us, like the flowers and the blue sky. My favorite sense is tasting. Do you know why?
Well, Jeff, you did enjoy that delicious bread.
So let's think about what we already know about sight. Well, we know people use it to see.
Good observation, Jeff. You know what, Jeff? I use my glasses to help me see. So we could say that everyone doesn't see the world the same way.
That's a great point, Demetris.
Let's close our eyes for a minute. Now, let's open them. What shapes and colors do you see around you? I see a blue sky outside the window. I see the black shoes I have on. And I see the yellow anchor chart. And also the yellow anchor chart is a rectangle.
Also, an eye is shaped like a circle, and that is what we are going to learn about today. Great job so far, students. So now let's actually talk about the eye and learn about some of the vocabulary words we are going to be reading about today. This is a diagram of our eye or eyeball. So in the eye, we have the iris, and we have the pupil. This is the iris right here, this blue part, and the black part right there is the pupil.
What do they do?
The iris is the colorful part of the eye. People can have different eye colors, such as blue, green, and brown.
So if someone tells you that you have nice brown or blue eyes, then what are they really saying? Is that they like your irises?
Yeah, like there's this one actress I think has just beautiful irises.
Maybe you should just say, eyes. Can the students say iris at home? Let's say it together 3 times. Iris, iris, iris.
And as we said, this is the pupil. It is a small, covered black hole in the center of the eye where the light enters in. The pupil is what lets the light into your eye. So you can think of the pupil as a window because windows let light in.
Let's have the students say the word pupil 3 times at home. Pupil, pupil, pupil. Awesome job, students.
Another word we are going to learn about is leap. This means to jump. Can everyone stand up and do as I do? All right, Demetris, it's your turn to leap.
Leap. All right, students, now it's your turn. Make sure you don't knock anything over at home. On the count of 3, I want you to leap. 1, 2, 3. Leap.
Okay, so now our last word is protect. Protect means to keep something safe from harm.
Like, I will protect the kitten from a mean dog.
Yes, or I will protect the castle from the dragon.
I think those township people might need to find themselves a new castle then. So students, I want you to turn to a friend and tell them something you will want to protect. 1, 2, 3, go.
I bet they had some great ideas. Now, I'm going to read our read aloud. Remember that our topic is sense of sight. So when you are listening, try to pay attention to learn more about our sense of sight. Also, pay attention to the different parts of the eyeball. All right, here we go. Have you ever heard people say, "Look before you leap"? They are warning you to be careful and think things through before you act. Look before you leap is a saying that makes a lot of sense because every day we use our eyes to look at the ground ahead of us before we walk, run, or leap. Imagine how much more dangerous it would be to do these things with your eyes closed. Our sense of sight helps to keep us safe. Our eyes help protect the rest of our body. They help you avoid bumping into things, or tripping, or falling as you move. You use your eyes to look both ways before you cross the street. But while your eyes are busy protecting you, what's busy protecting your eyes? Now listen closely, and you'll learn about the body parts that work together to protect your eyes and keep them safe. You might not be able to tell when you look in a mirror, but in fact, your eyes are round like balls. That is why they are called eyeballs. Each of your eyeballs is about as big and almost as round as a normal-sized gumball or marble, about an inch across. But your eyeballs aren't hard like gumballs. They're actually squishy, like gummy bears. They are set into holes in your head called eye sockets, so they won't get dirty or poked. Your eyelids are little pieces of skin that come down and cover your eyeballs when you close your eyes or blink. Even when you are not trying to, your eyes blink automatically every few seconds in order to keep your eyeballs moist. The long hairs on your eyelids are called eyelashes. They help brush away dirt before it can get in your eyes. And your eyebrows, the hair just above your eyes, your eyebrows are important too. They help keep water and sweat from flowing down into your eyeballs. Tears, the very same tears that come out when you cry, are important for protecting your eyes too. Tiny tear ducts in the corners of your eyes release the tears, which keeps your eyes moist and help wash your eyes when irritating objects such as dirt or small bugs get in them. All these body parts, eyelids, eyelashes, eyebrows, tear ducts, and eye sockets, do their part to protect your eyes from getting hurt from the outside. But eyes need to be protected from the inside too. Luckily, eyes can protect themselves with the help of two inside parts of the eye, the iris and the pupil. Look at your friend's eye. See the little black dot right in the middle? It looks like a dot, but it is actually a tiny covered hole that is called the pupil. And that is where the light comes into the eye. Look at your friend's eye again. Which color do you see around the pupil? The colorful ring that surrounds the pupil is called the iris. Different people have different colored irises. The most common colors are brown, blue, and green. But there are lots of different shades. You can also have gray, light or dark brown, and greenish blue eyes. The iris controls the amount of light that gets into the pupil. This is important because you can hurt your eyes if too much light comes into them. When you turn down the lights in the room, your irises open up, which makes your black pupils bigger. This lets in more light and makes it easier for you to see. When you walk out in the sunlight, your irises close up around the pupils so that your pupils are very small and less light comes in. Whether your irises are blue, brown, or green, their job is to control how much light gets into the pupils. Be glad that your amazing eyes have all their parts, and know that you are always working hard to help you see the world around you. You can do your part too by trying not to put anything into your eyes that might harm them, especially your fingers. If you protect your eyes can do their best to protect you. Next time you hear someone say, "Look before you leap," tell your eyes a quiet thank you for helping to keep you safe.
Wow, that was great, Jeff. Now, what we are going to do is ask the boys and girls some questions about what you heard.
That sounds stupendous or great. As a reminder, when students answer at home, be sure to restate the questions in your responses. This will ensure that you give a complete answer.
Right. So which part of your eyes hold your eyeballs and keep them from getting poked?
As I said, rephrase the question in your answer. What you could say is, the part of your eyes that holds your eyeballs and keeps them from getting poked are the...
If you said eye sockets, then you are correct. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Next, which parts of your eyes come down over your eyes when you blink? Remember to answer in a complete sentence.
If you said eyelids, then I think you are correct. Awesome job, boys and girls.
Another question is, why do your pupils change in size? Now, when you are answering your question, think about what makes the pupils change.
Let's give them a few seconds to answer. We'll be waiting. If you said the pupils get larger in the dark and smaller in the light, then you are correct.
And the pupils change in size. and protect your eyes from harm?
As our last question, what should you do to keep your eyes safe from harm? Let's think about it, students.
Let's start by turning to a friend and saying, we can keep our eyes safe from harm by... The correct answer is by not putting anything in them. That is how you keep your eyes safe. What are some things that keep us safe?
Well, funny you should ask. Let's look at our T-chart. And let's see what keeps us safe and what doesn't keep us safe. And we're going to use our vocabulary word protect to keep something safe from harm and something that is not safe from harm. So, the first one. The eye helps us to see. Or maybe we should do this. My bicycle helmet, is that going to keep us safe and protect us, or is that not safe?
Well, I was always told to put my bicycle helmet on if I was going to ride my bike so I didn't hurt my head. So I'd say that protects us.
Very good, Jeff. I think you're right. Next up, my seatbelt. Does
Well-
that protect me or that doesn't protect me?
Well, your seatbelt is something you should always have on when you're driving, either driving your car or in the passenger seat or back seat, so that you don't get hurt if there's an accident. So I'd say it protects us.
Awesome job, Jeff. Okay, our next one, my neighbor's cat. Does that protect you or does it protect you?
I don't think my neighbor's cat protects me at all.
I don't think so either. They run. Oh, what about this one? Holding a grown-up's hand on a busy street. Where would you think this would go, Jack? Protect us or not protect us?
I would put it under protects me because that can prevent you from getting hit by a car.
I think so. Good job. My pencil. Protect or doesn't protect?
Well, a pencil can help you answer a question, but it doesn't really protect you at all.
I didn't think so either. So we'll put this under does not protect me. And our last one, the fence around my yard.
Well, the fence can definitely stop someone from running away. It provides a safe place to play. So we could say protects.
I think so too. So it'll go right here under that protects me.
Great job.
What about people whose eyes work differently than others, like mine?
Well, when someone has difficulty seeing, they use a special tool. Could you share with the students what that tool is?
Yes, I use my glasses to help me see. They help me see things far away, like signs when I'm driving, or screens at the movie theater, and even the computer screen for school. If I don't wear them, I would not be able to see the movie or the computer screen clearly.
Thank you for sharing. There are also some people in the world who cannot see at all. They are blind, which means that you are unable to see or have the sense of sight.
So, if you are blind, will you not be able to do anything? Right?
Actually, one man named Ray Charles became blind when he was 6 years old, and he ended up becoming a world-famous piano player. There are blind people who have done many things, There are blind people who have become politicians, doctors, lawyers, and artists.
Oh, that's awesome, Jeff. You can be anything you put your mind to and not let a disability stop you.
You know what? I almost forgot about the KWL chart. We need to say what we learned.
We learned that the eye helps us see. So we'll put that here.
What did we learn about the iris?
Oh, the iris is the colorful part of the eye.
Great job.
We learned that the pupil is the part of the eye that lets light in.
Kind of like a window or door.
That's it.
We also learned the words protect and leap. Protect is to keep something safe, and leap means to jump.
So we'll put protect is something to keep us safe. And as you mentioned, Jeff, leap means to jump.
We learned a lot.
We did.
Thank you for joining us today. All rights and credits from the lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We'd like to thank them for publicly sharing these materials.
Use what you learned today. Share some of the knowledge about the 5 senses with a friend or a family member. Until next time, bye.